Hi everybody, I'm Bob Sircosta. I think we can all agree on one thing, and that's the fact that we know we need to drink water. We know that drinking water is good for us. We know that there are great health benefits when we drink water. However, here's the problem. When we turn that faucet on and the water comes out and it looks bad, tastes bad, smells bad, we end up not drinking it. Well, we are solving all of those problems right now with this unit right here. This is the Clear Water 2, and it's a water filter that's unlike anything else that's ever been offered because it represents the latest in water filter technology. This water filter is going to give you and your family 20,000 gallons of great tasting water. 20,000 gallons. What does that mean to you? That means that you're going to have great tasting water for the next 20 years or more. But as an additional benefit, it also means that you're never going to have to replace a filter, never going to have to replace a cartridge for 20 years or more as well. Let me give you a comparison. Here's a very popular brand on the market. Every 100 gallons, you've got to go back to the store and spend another $15 or $20 and replace the cartridge. Every 100 gallons, or never for the next 20 years or more. Now, I mentioned the fact a moment ago, this is going to give you 20,000 gallons of great tasting water. How much is 20,000 gallons? That's kind of a big number to get your hands around, right? Well, let me ask you this question. Have you ever bought a bottle of water like this? Of course you have. We all have. Well, getting the Clear Water 2 right now is the same as getting over 154,000 of these bottles of water. Think about that for a second. Think about the savings, how much money you're going to save, and in addition to that, every time they turn the faucet on, the tap on, you're going to have great tasting water for you and your family for the next 20 years or more. So if you and your family want great tasting water for the next 20 years or more, now's the time to take action. When it comes to a water filter, it gets down to this. Either get a good water filter or you're going to force your own body to become the water filter, and you don't want that. Right now, here's a product that is proven to give you and your family great tasting water for the next 20 years or more, and your satisfaction is guaranteed. I guarantee you the best tasting cup of coffee, best tasting glass of water that you've ever had in your life. Now's the time to try it. How do you do it? Simply click on the button that says Order Now and take advantage of this incredible offer. Keep in mind, your satisfaction is guaranteed. Here's to your health. As you can see, for demonstration purposes, the water coming out of this faucet is blue. That kind of represents all the bad stuff in the water, the odor, the chlorine, all the bad stuff. Well, to change the bad water into great tasting water, it is just the flip of a switch. All you have to do, this little diverter switch right here, you just turn that. The water is going to go through the unique 5-station filtration system in the Clear Water 2, and it's going to come out the other side, nice and clear, nice and pure. Look at the difference that this makes, not just for today, not for the next 5 years, for the next 20 years or more. Now, once again, what we're talking about is saving a tremendous amount of money. How many of us go through the inconvenience of lugging these bottles of water home from the store, then up the stairs, putting them in the cabinet? What a hassle. But why are we willing to go through that hassle? Why are we willing to spend so much money on bottled water? Because we know drinking water is good for us. As a matter of fact, when you get the Clear Water 2, not only are you saving a tremendous amount of money for you and your family, not only are you giving your family great tasting water for the next 20 years or more, but you're also doing something great for the environment too. It's a fact that every day there are over 60 million plastic bottles thrown away all over the world, and it can take up to 1,000 years for just one of these to totally dissolve. So now you're doing something great for you and your family and also for the environment. Well, right now, I want to do something that no bottled water company is going to do. I want to show you exactly how the water that you're going to be drinking from the Clear Water 2 is filtered. Here's what I've done. I've taken the actual water filter and I've cut it in half to kind of take you inside of the filter. The water, first of all, comes in from underneath and then it hits that initial micron layer, so the filter filtering process starts immediately. Then it goes into that gold area. See that gold area? That's very important. That's called the KDF, which is a special electrochemical process, and that's what ensures that the water is going to taste absolutely terrific for you and your family. Then another micron filter, and then it hits the black area. Now there's a term in water filter technology that is called contact time. The longer the amount of time can be that the unfiltered water is in contact with the filter, the better the water is going to be. Look at all this area in black, so that water is going to come out nice and clean, nice and pure. Then the water comes out of the top, and you have great tasting water for you and your entire family. Now let me give you another demonstration. In this beaker that I have in front of me, you see pink water, and the pink water represents chlorine in the water. I'm going to take the KDF, that's the same gold area in the filter you saw a moment ago. I ground it up. I'm going to take that KDF and put it in the water that we know has chlorine in it. Watch, in a matter of seconds, that chlorine is gone. No more chlorine. And what that means to you is that you and your family are going to have great tasting water every time you turn that faucet on. Not for the next year or 5 years, but for the next 20 years or more. And you might think that a water filtering system that will give you and your family 20 years of great tasting water is very complex to install. It is not. It doesn't get any easier or simpler than this. If I can do it, anybody can do it. You don't need any tools. You don't need to call anybody else to do it. Here's all you have to do. You go to your faucet and you unscrew the bottom part. Now this part on your faucet, that's already there. You take that off. By the way, if there's a washer on the inside, you want to replace that as well. You take that piece off, then you take the clear water too, you match up the threads. Look at that. In a matter of seconds, I have now installed the Clearwater 2 water filter system. And what's great about this is the fact that it also uninstalls just as easily, just as quickly. So you can take this with you. If you happen to move, you don't have to leave behind an expensive water filtering system. A lot of folks even take it on vacation, and that's great because it is your insurance and assurance that you're going to have great tasting water. As we all know, there are many water filters out there. However, there is only one like the Clearwater 2, because only the Clearwater 2 is going to give you and your family 20 years of great tasting water. Now, you can get it in chrome, also available to you in black or white. And when it comes to getting a water filter, you need to do your research. You need to find out who's behind this. And the company, #1, best in the world, Clean and Pure, behind this one. They've been making water filters for now over 20 years. They have the latest in clear water and also water filter technology. And it's all available to you right now. Now, we all know that we need a water filter. You want to make sure that you're dealing with the best. You want to make sure that when you get a water filter, it is all certified by NSF. This is your assurance that you and your family, you're going to have great tasting water for the next 20 years or more.